Hey there, Danny here. Welcome to my ramblings. I'm going to talk to you tonight about two different things. They're extremely important to me. And I want to share them with you. The first one. When you were a child, what were your dreams? I don't care if they were realistic or they weren't. It doesn't matter. What were your dreams when you were a kid? Didn't you always talk about how you're going to grow up and you were going to do it? And every time you got older and you talked more about it, you maybe you did some research and maybe you've been working on things and heading in that direction while still doing the things that you're supposed to do. Did you continue following those dreams? If you didn't, that's who I'm talking to here right now. Why didn't you follow those dreams? You can't blame anybody else because nobody else took those dreams from you. Nobody did anything without your permission. See, you probably heard that that's not realistic, that that's not possible, that, that's not how it works. And you started believing what they were telling you. You stopped believing what was inside of you. Because as you were pursuing it and they were trying to convince you that it's not possible, you eventually started believing them that it wasn't possible. But here's the thing, and I'm going to go as wild as becoming a rock star. Because when I was a teenager, every boy that I knew wanted to become a rock star. Their reason for it was asinine. And quite immature. However, I always told them, no matter what they said, I said, if you really want it, you're going to do it. And they're like, well, that doesn't happen for a lot of people. I'm like, who are you listening to? Are you listening to Rat? Are you listening to Bon Jovi? Are you listening to Metallica? Are you listening to Megadeth? You're listening to people who started nowhere. Majority of these people did not come from being able to have everything. They just threw themselves out there and got better at what they wanted to do. That's how they got there. So the fact that you get to hear them, you get to watch them, says that it's possible. Nobody took your dream from you. You allowed everybody to convince you to not believe in yourself, but to believe it's all a fantasy. And the reason that they tell you this is one of two reasons. One, because they didn't get to live out their dream and they're bitter about it. Or two, because that's not realistic. Because that's only things that can happen to, other people. We're not those people. So either you're not those people that if you work hard enough, you'll get what you want. Or you stopped believing in yourself. You stopped believing in yourself and you believed what everybody else around you said. And here's the thing. Everything that they said to you was a mirror. They were projecting their limitations, their beliefs of themselves onto you. So you would stay where they were at. Because misery loves company. I'll leave you with that one. Next one that I want to discuss. And they both kind of circles back around to fit both of them in. So bear with me a little bit here, will you? So the second one is domestic violence. And I have experience with it. And I have one question that has always perplexed my mind. Yes, we need the services and the support that comes for the victims of DV. Whether you're a man or a woman is irrelevant. DV can happen to anybody. And actually, the older I get, the more I'm witnessing that women are becoming as abusive as a lot of men are. So this is to both sexes. But we need to provide the services for the victims to help them. But punishing the abusers isn't helping the situation. Because I don't think that what a lot of abusers or what a lot of victims are saying, I don't think that they're being heard the way that they should be being heard. And every single one of them will tell you one thing. Every single DV victim will tell you one thing. Somebody had to hurt them at some point in their life because they took it all out on the victim. And it was never the victim's fault. The victim was just the mental, emotional, physical punching bag. And the reason that she's the punching bag or he's the punching bag, there's only one reason. And that one reason is abusers are terrified of being abandoned. The way that they look at it is they literally look at it as well, this person's too good for me. Why would they be with someone like me? That makes no sense. They're going to leave me eventually. And because you have convinced yourself to believe that, and I'm talking to all the abusers, men or women, because you choose to believe that's true, you proceed to punish them. But you're not punishing them for abandoning you because they have not yet. They have not abandoned you at all yet. But you have it in your head that they're going to. Why? Why do you have it in your head that they're going to? Because you know your history. If you're older, if you're younger, and this is new to you, all abusers had to deal with some sort of abuse at some point in their life. Because hurt people hurt people. DV victims have been saying it for decades, but they just haven't been able to articulate it precisely. And what needs to happen, we have tried every avenue possible within our means as a society to protect the victims. We give them shelters. We help them with housing and everything else. We've totally embraced helping the victim. That was a great thing. But all this time that we've been doing that and we've been punishing the abuser, what's changed? Nothing. Nothing's changed. Why? So we're helping the victims, and I'm not saying we should stop. We should not stop. But the point is, we're helping the victims, but it's not changing. And now we're seeing that more and more women are getting on the abuser board. Why? I can tell you why. The reason it's happening is because we're not treating the problem that caused the abuser to become an abuser. Because hurt people hurt other people. We have to address that hurt. If we made it mandatory that they had to deal with, they had to go through therapy, they had to come out and deal with their hurt. Because once they deal with their hurt, it doesn't affect you anymore. Manipulation, control, jealousy, any of those feelings are absolutely abusive. No healthy human being is jealous, manipulative, or controlling. Because they know the only person they can control is themselves. You don't get that, though. So let's bring them out here to come get some help. So we can make this, we can try to fix this DV problem that we have. Because what's taking place isn't fully working. Yes, we're making progress, but not enough. Because there are human lives at stake here. And we're not speeding up at figuring out another way to do it. I've got the solution. Let's start treating the abusers. When we know that they are actual abusers, sure, give them their ticket and their time and whatever else, but mandate that they have to go through X amount of time of therapy, that they have to go deal with these issues. If we can get people to address these issues, to actually feel their hurt and their pain and deal with it, we can teach future generations so the abusers don't exist. That's all we got to do. We've got half of it down. We got to get the other half down. And we make changes, big changes. And the reason that I wanted to talk about all of that was because I will bet you that if you have an issue as an abuser, you don't have to admit it to anybody. I don't care at this point. This is your burden to deal with. But I challenge you to think about why you gave up your dream. Your childhood dream of what you were going to be. Why'd you give it up? Why didn't you at some point when you became an adult decide that, hey, I want to give this a shot. Why don't I go out and do it? Why didn't you? Because you didn't believe in yourself. You believed what other people told you to believe. And that's exactly what got you started on this path to being an abuser, because you stopped believing in yourself and you believed what everybody around you projected themselves onto you. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. If you have any questions or anything else, give me a holler and we can talk. Feel free to put your replies or your opinions politely and compassionately. We're not doing any of the negative stuff. Anyways, I will see you guys in a day or two. Love you. Bye.